bell got sidetracked. No worries, it's all the same people, so we know how we start out. Picking up the mountain pose, taking a moment, going inwards, connecting with the earth. Same time, growing a little bit taller, lengthening out the spine, soften the belly, and then we'll bring the hands to the heart center in that prayer position, and we'll work with the breath, extending, deepening the breath. You can even close the eyes here if you like. And then again, with the eyes open, we'll take the hands through the center, reaching upwards, and arms come back down. Then you can just shrug the shoulders towards the ears for a sec, call, and then drop them back. Then we'll get into the joint rotations, head and neck first, a gentle head roll. Back to center, and then you want to reverse the direction of the circle. Returning head to the front. Next, the stretch for the neck, so chin comes down slightly. Turning head, looking over the shoulder. Hold and breathe. Returning head to the front. And then it'll be other side. Returning head to the front. We'll go to the shoulders next, and just rolling shoulders towards the ears, and right back down. Reaching forward with the arms, out to the side, reach behind you, and to the front again. Nice full deep breaths in and out. Then one more of this one. And then reversing, palms are up, palms in, behind you, side, roll over to the front. And repeat. And one more. Mix the elbows, circling the arms, feeling the elbow joints. Reversing the direction. Next, the wrist, circling the hands, feeling the wrist joints. Make fists with the hands, go the other way. Open hands, shake them out. Little up-down motion. Then more of a rotation. Relax arms down. Move to the hips next. So feet just a touch wider. Guide the hips in a circle. Back to center and reverse the direction of the circle. Returning right back to center. Bringing feet close together. Reaching the hands, touching the knees. And going in a circle. And pause. Reverse the direction. Returning to center. We'll stand tall. And we'll work with the ankle joints. So I'm going to be mindful of my balance here. Keep the foot on the floor if I need to. Or whole foot's off the ground as you rotate the ankle joint. You want to reverse the direction. Return the foot to the floor. Shift weight. Take a moment, really feel your center. And then work the other ankle. Want to reverse the direction. Return that foot to the floor, and you can come back to your mountain pose. You can bring the hands to the heart center. Nice full deep breaths in and out. And from here, we'll interlace fingers. We'll just press the palms forward. So feel that stretch in between the shoulder blades. Breathing into it. And then we'll extend the arms above the head. And then let the arms float back down. Next, we want to do a chest opener. So I'll take the hands behind back, interlace fingers, straight arms. You're going to lift the arms off the back, maybe a slight bend to the knee, tucking the tailbone slightly. Again, breathing into any tightness. We'll relax those arms down. Return them to the side. Okay, this next one is going to involve a twist. So taking the arms, you're going to just face them so palms are forward like that. And what we'll do, nice and tall, you're going to turn to one side. So it'll feel like you're almost looking behind you. You're going to return back to the front. Then you got to do the other side. So I'm slowly turning. See if I can turn, look behind me. And returning back to the front. You can just let those arms float down again. We'll take just one arm now. Extend it above the head. One hand on the side of the leg. Stretching the side of the body. And coming more upright, we'll let that arm go down. We'll let the other one come up. Feeling of extending up. Other hands on the leg. Feeling the stretch, let's say the outside of the shoulder, rib cage, hip. And coming upright again, let that arm come down. And then from the standing position, I just want to do an easy forward bend. So I'm going to grow tall. I'm going to engage the abs. I'll just let the hands go down the sides of the legs as I go forward. Maybe about halfway down, I'll let the head go down. I'll let the arms just loose, nice and relaxed. Feeling the stretch on the back of the body. To come up, bending the knees, rolling up to standing. And then from here, we can do our wide leg stance. So feet just a little bit wider, toes can be straight ahead. And we're going to repeat the forward bend, but this time it's going to be a wide leg forward bend. So again, I'll grow tall, I'll bow forward. And then this time, about halfway down, you're going to take the fingertips, let them touch the floor in front of you. Let the head go downwards. And then coming up, just very slightly here, you're going to take the weight to one side, feeling the stretch on the inner thigh. Take the weight back to center, to the other side. Back to center. Hands come to the hips, coming up with a straight back. Okay. And again, once you're upright, we'll pick up the proud warrior. So I usually start with this foot facing this way, turning the toes out, bringing the back foot in 45 degrees, pressing out through the feet. Nice, powerful legs, arms in the T position, and then front leg is bent. Making any little minor adjustments. Chin comes down, you're turning, you're looking out over the front fingertips. And then from the proud warrior, the side stretch. So I'll take the front hand, I'll rest it on the front thigh. Back arm swings down, front of the face, over the head. Feeling of opening that top shoulder a bit. Looking up if you can. To ease out, straightening out the head first. Taking the top arm, it comes down. And you're going to return just to the proud warrior for a moment. Feeling that. We'll go ahead and let the arms relax downwards. We'll straighten the front leg. Both feet now will turn towards the front. We can bring the hands to the back so we can interlace fingers. And we're going to do a wide leg forward bend with the chest opener. So again, I'll grow tall, engage the abs as I go forward. Again, taking my time, nice full deep breaths in and out. You'll drop the head, you'll lift the arms off the back. Releasing the arms to the back. Bringing hands to the hips. Easing back upwards. Nice straight back. Coming up slowly. Okay, then once you're upright again, you can set up proud warrior opposite direction. So I'm thinking my feet first, get a nice solid foundation through the legs, through the feet, arms in T position, front leg is bent. Just hold and breathe. And then next, that side stretch. So I'll take the front arm. It will rest on the front thigh. Back arm comes downwards. Front of the face, over the head. the feeling of the diagonal line from the top fingertips to the back heel. And we'll ease out of it, straightening head and neck first. Top arm comes downwards. So you're going to return to the proud warrior for a moment. And relaxing those arms down. Straighten out that front leg. Then you can turn both feet to the front and walk or step them back into a mountain pose or a resting position. Nice, full deep breaths in and out. And to ease out, taking those hands through the center, reaching upwards. And then arms float back down. Okay, very good. Now we'll work with the triangle next. But to get to the triangle, we're going to pick it up through the proud warrior first. So I'm going to start with wide leg stance. Feel that. Pick up the foot position of proud warrior. Feel that. Arms are in T. And again, just letting the front leg be bent. Really feel that structure for a moment. Nice, powerful structure. Feeling the stretch from fingertip to fingertip. Top of the head to the tailbone. Foot to foot. And now I'm going to get that triangle in. So I'm going to straighten out the front leg. And I'm going to reach forward over the front foot. Let that hand drop down, touching the leg lightly. Adjust the top arm. See, I'm reaching upwards. I'm stacking those arms over each other. Breathing into it. You can look straight with the head, or you can also turn and look up towards the ceiling. And let's ease out, straighten out head and neck, come up with that upper body. Arms get the float downwards. Turn both feet to the front. And how about hands to the heart center? Tuck the tailbone and sink down a little bit. If you're sitting on a fat horse, holding strength through the lower body. And as we come out, there's a feeling of straightening the legs, letting the arms go through the center. And then arms float back down. Very good. So same idea, other side. So I'm going to pick up the proud warrior first. Feel those feet on the floor, nice powerful legs. Arms are in T. Front leg is bent. Make any little adjustment. Nice, powerful stance. Now to the triangle. I straighten that front leg. I reach forward and then down. Stacking the arms over each other. You turn the head, look up if you can. Squeezing out, straightening out head and neck. Come up with the upper body. And let those arms come down. You can turn the feet to the front too. And how about just walk or step them back into a mountain pose? Taking a moment here. Nice posture with the body. Full breath in and out. And again, we'll take those hands through the center, reaching up. And as they come down, imagine all this good energy all around you. Okay, so hopefully you're opening up, feeling a little bit more flexible, probably warming up. Let's go ahead and work with the sun salutation, but just the first part of it, called the half sun salutation. So you can come to the top of the mat, feet are in that mountain pose, hands are in prayer. Just taking nice full deep breaths in and out. We'll start by extending the arms above the head, going into a forward bend. Extra breaths wherever you need them. Come up halfway. Let the hands be right on the knees. L shape with the body. Again, a forward bend. Bend the knees a lot. Pushing up to standing. Your hands are going to meet the center line and they're going to come back to the heart center. Okay, same idea, other side. So anyway, we'll start. Arms are extending upwards. Forward bend. Feeling the stretch on the back of the body. Coming up halfway. Hands are on the knees. L shape. Again, a forward bend. Bend the knees a lot. Pushing up to standing. Returning the hands to the heart center. Okay, so on the third one through, we're going to go at the end to a lunge pose. Any which way you can get there, just be gentle with yourself. So next inhale, let the arms go through the center. On the exhale, a forward bend. And just taking extra breath wherever you need to. Come up halfway, hands are on the knees. Again, a forward bend. Bend the knees, bring the feet or the hands to the floor. Take your right foot behind you. Runner's lunge. Drop the back knee, flatten the top of the foot, back foot. Bring the hands to the knee, stretching upwards, breathing into it. Now you can stay right here if you're comfortable. If you want to go further, it's taking the arms, extend them above the head. It's like you're holding a block in between the hands. I'm going to return the hands to the knee. I'm going to return the hands to the floor. I'm going to inch that back leg a little forward, and then I'll bring the back foot right underneath me again. Forward bend. Bend the knees a lot. Pushing up to standing. Returning hands to the heart center in prayer. Taking some breaths here. Next one, we'll take the hands, we'll extend them upwards. We'll fold forward into a forward bend. We'll come up halfway, hands are on the knees, L shape with the body. Again, a forward bend. Bend the knees, and you're going to bring the hands to the floor. Other leg's going to reach behind you. You're going to be in a runner's lunge for a moment. And then you're going to drop the knee down, flatten the top of the foot, bring the hands up to the knee, stretching upwards. You can stay right here, or you can take both arms, extend them upwards. Looking straight ahead, fine. Returning hands to the knee, returning hands to the floor, inching that back leg a little bit closer, bringing the back foot so it's underneath you. Little forward bend, bend the knees a lot, pushing up to standing. Returning hands to the heart center in prayer. And then you can take those hands through the center, reaching up, and then arms return back down by the side. Okay, very good. So I know doing the lunge is a little bit challenging, but it's good for you. Real good. So we're going to take ourselves down to her on the floor. We're going to sit with our legs extended out in front. And just take a moment. You can lean back on your hands if you wish. Legs out. And then from there, you're going to go to your staff pose. So I'm going to get now a little more forward on the sit bones. I'm going to consciously stretch those legs out. I'm going to draw the toes in. I'm going to bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Top of the head's lifted. And just breathe. Okay. And then we'll do a simple spinal twist. We'll take your right leg. You're just going to cross the ankle over your left, just like that. And then you're sitting tall. If the right leg's on top, you take both hands over to the right side of the body, and you see if you can walk them around to the side a little bit. And you'll take your head, you'll just look down towards the floor behind you, and breathe. And then let's release. Again, sitting tall, coming back, facing the front. You can uncross the legs. You're going to take your left ankle now, cross it over the right, sit really tall. Both hands will go to the left side of your body, walking around. And you're looking down towards the floor behind you. And unwinding, facing forward again. You can uncross the legs. And then we're going to bend one of the legs here. We're going to support knee, we're going to support the foot. We'll just rock it back and forth. And then stop right in the center, sit really tall. See if you can draw it a little closer into the body, kind of like cradling the leg. Not forcing anything, just doing the best you can. And we'll go ahead and release this side, bringing the foot back to the floor, extending the leg out, working the other side, supporting foot, supporting the knee, and just rocking it back and forth. And to center. And on this side, see if it will come in, even if it's just a little bit. Hold and breathe. And we'll also release on this side. Bringing foot back to the floor. And I think you know what's next. We're going to come around and we're going to be in the tabletop position. So I'm going to place the knees on the mat, place the hands underneath the shoulders. Nice alignment. And then we're going to do the cat and the camel. So it's dropping the belly down, arching the back, looking up. Coming back to a neutral spine. And then rounding the back, looking towards the knees. Back to a neutral spine. And let's repeat one more time, just arching, looking up. Back to a neutral spine. And then rounding the back towards the knees. And back to the neutral spine. We'll do extended child's pose. So I can curl the feet under. That will keep the hips higher. And I'm going to walk the hands forward, lowering the head in between the elbows. Just pressing the sit bones towards the feet. And then easing back up. You want to bring those hands back underneath the shoulders. You want to release the feet, move the ankles a little bit, and then relax the foot. Okay, so from the tabletop, we're going to do that core strengthening one, a little bit of balance, alternate sides of the body. You'll shift the weight slightly. You'll take the right arm, you're going to stretch it out. You're going to take your left leg and stretch it out behind you. Hold and breathe. And coming back to the mat, hand and foot, take a break. Take a breath. Other side, take the left arm, extend out, right leg, extend out behind you. And release back to the mat. We'll walk the hands forward so they're on a diagonal line. We'll do hip hinges. We'll drop the pelvis towards the floor. And then second, take them all the way to the feet. Comes up to neutral. And repeat. Pelvis towards the floor. And then back towards the feet. And again, coming up to neutral. You can walk those hands back underneath you. And you're going to turn the body so that you're sitting. So you're sitting, your feet are on the floor, your knees are bent. Before we go back to on our backs, though, I want to work the boat pose. So I'll sit nice and tall. I can have the hands right on the knees. Maybe walk back a little bit so you're more towards the back of your buttocks there. And you can see if you can bring the feet off the floor. Now, if you go further, it's extending the arms forward. Off of the head's lifted. Make sure you're breathing. Don't hold the breath. And we'll return feet to the floor. You can actually wrap the arms around the knees if you like. Maybe just a little bit of moving the back. And back to center, sitting nice and tall. We're just going to repeat that. So I'm rocking back. I'm going to see if I can bring the feet off the floor. Leaving hands on the knees or extending the arms forward like that. And release again. Feet to the floor, arms on the knees. Okay, really works the core. So let's now get ready so we can scoot and lay on our back. So I'm just going to walk back down so I can feel the back on the floor. Then I'll bring both knees inwards towards the chest, hugging them in. I'll stay right in the center, or I'll rock back and forth on the lower back. And center. Place the hands right on top of the knee joints. Let's do some rotations. We'll press the knees away. We'll take the knees apart and we'll draw them back in, guiding them in a circle. Getting a little massage on the sacrum area, lower back. And back to center. You want to reverse the direction. So both knees come towards you. Press the knees apart and then push them away. Just reversing the direction of the circle. And again, both knees are drawn inwards towards the chest. Shin is drawn downwards. Leaving the knees right where they are. Let's stretch the arms to the side. Palms are facing downwards. We're just going to do a little spinal twist. So I'm going to let both knees go to one side of the body. Once I feel them on the floor, go ahead and turn your head and neck opposite way as the legs. We'll hold there and breathe. Returning head, neck to center. Inhale those knees to center. Let them go to the other side of the body. Feel the foot touch the floor. Then you can turn your head opposite way. And breathe. And again, head, neck, center. Inhale those knees back to center. Return feet to the floor. Return the arms to the side of the body. Next, we'll take the left ankle. We'll cross it over the right knee. We'll bring the right knee inwards towards the chest. If you wanted to go further, you would take the right leg. Instead of having it bent, you would straighten the right leg. Takes a little bit more flexibility. Using your breath to relax into the stretches. And releasing this side. So again, I'll have the knee so it's bent. I'll return both feet to the floor. Opposite side, right ankle over the left knee. Bring left knee inwards towards the chest. You can stay right there, or you can also extend the left leg out towards the ceiling. Hold and breathe. And releasing this side, you'll make sure that knee is bent. You return both feet to the floor. Next, to stretch the inner thigh, you'll take both feet, the bottom of the feet will touch, and you'll let the knees open downwards towards the floor. Feeling the stretch on the inner thigh. It's reclining cobbler's pose. And then to release, the knees come towards each other. Feet flat on the floor. Let's go ahead and extend just your left leg out so it's lying on the floor. Bring only your right knee in towards the chest. Hugging it in. Pointing and flexing your foot a few times, working the ankle. We'll relax the foot. We'll take the knee across the body. So you can feel the stretch on the outer part of the hip. With the other arm, you can reach it to the side. Feeling the shoulder blades snug on the floor. And returning to center. One more time. I'm just hugging that knee inwards. And you're going to switch sides now. Let the right leg stretch out long on the floor. Only the left knee is coming inwards towards the chest. And then you're going to point and flex your foot a few times, working the ankle. Relax the foot. Take the knee now. You're going to draw it across the body. Other arm's going to reach to the side. Feeling the stretch on the outer part of the hip. And then we'll return back to center. One more time. In. And we'll bring that foot to the floor. We'll bring the other foot to the floor. And let's do our hamstring stretch. So you'll bring the knee a little closer in. You'll extend the leg upwards. Using the hands on the back of the leg, just draw it inwards. And now on this side, we'll release. You're just going to bend the knee. You're going to return the foot to the floor. And you're going to work the other side. Bring it in. Extend that leg towards the ceiling. Using your hands on the back of the leg. Drawing it in. Breathe. And then we'll go ahead and release this side. Bending knee. Returning foot to the floor. And we'll prepare for a relaxation pose. So I'm going to stretch my legs out long. I'm going to let the feet just kind of flop out to the side. I'm going to take the arms by the side, palms rolled upwards. I'm going to close the eyes. I'm going to go to the breath. Nice, full, deep breaths in and out. Releasing any tension in the body. Letting go. go ahead and do the cleansing breath of inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. And again. And then returning to natural, effortless breath. And go ahead and wiggle the fingers and the toes a little bit. And then from there, go ahead and bend the knees again, returning the feet to the floor. And you're going to roll over on your side, resting your head on the arm. And then pushing back up to sitting, coming to a cross-legged position. Sitting nice and tall, you can just kind of rest the hands on the knees. Chin draws downwards to lengthen the back of the neck. Closing the eyes, and going to the breath. And then from there, bringing the hands to the heart center in the prayer position. And finishing with namaste. Out forward,